All right, here we go.
Oh man, so
what's up with Fresh and Fit? Are they still doing it?
They cooling.
But are they still doing the pod?
Yeah, of course, you mean they're still doing it. You not watching?
I didn't know that they're still.
Oh, that laugh was this, yo, Kosh, you wildin'. That laugh was disrespectful, man.
But are they still doing the pod?
Yeah, of course, you mean they're still doing it. You not watching?
I didn't know that they're still doing the pod.
Where can
you
you
think
watch?
they died?
No, I don't know. Maybe
they got demonetized. You know, it was a minor setback for a major comeback.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, don't laugh like that. That was disrespectful.
No, but tell us. So what's going on? Like, are they still? But they're still doing the pod.
They're still doing the pod, man.
That's
you know,
fire,
they got some different monetization strategies. You know,
what else are they working on? What's their different monetization strategies?
What's up with y'all, man?
Yo, what's their different monetization strategies?
Nah, hold on, man. I don't like how y'all. I feel like y'all been.
You brought them up. I ain't bring them up. You brought them up. Don't be upset at us for shit you bring up.
Y'all praying on my man's downfall.
Praying on downfall? You asked me if we watched their podcast. I'm a 40-year-old man who's happy. Why would I watch that podcast?
We're all married, bro. We're all married. I only watch it when I'm fighting with my wife. I'll be like, these guys get me. These guys understand, bro. They understand women.
All jokes aside, Fresh and Fit do hit hard when like you arguing with your girl and you need somebody else to tell the same shit you just told her. So you put it on and Myron is wilding out on like some 304 and he's just saying exactly what you say and you like, you just turn it up a little bit that she can hear it like.
4 days every month that I watch that shit probably.
When you walk in the room. Yo,
4 days every month.
On the red days. On the red days.
Red day I'm red pill.
No, but for real, can you still watch it? Do they have their own website or how do you watch
the
the pod?
YouTube still. What do you think it's at?
I thought the podcast got taken off YouTube.
No, got demonetized. That's the new way.
What does that mean?
now one of the hosts of Fresh and Fit, Myron.
By the way, let me read a couple donations.
Like, are they still? But they're still.
We're not happy
No, but tell us. So what's going on? Like, are they?
after the podcast on.
Okay, so essentially they started. There's another part that I gotta play, man. Where is it? Why can't y'all like tell me the original timestamps in the video?
On their shit every single episode going, they were so good to us.
Oh, here we go.
Don't talk about girls right now, bro. We're talking about me and you.
She was a whore.
Wait, paid for?
No, of course not. What are you talking about? I'm not Fresh and Fit of these guys.
Oh, you see, you put it on Fresh and Fit first.
You see what your donations are going to? Do you see what your donations are going to, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
Did he make class? How much is he paying? How much is he paying exactly?
You accuse Fresh and Fit of doing so, which, by the way, I know my mans, they never pay for sex. What you told me?
They said that.
Which is true. They like, Fresh and Myron don't pay for sex. They've used a sugar daddy website, which you would assume that someone's going on there to pay for sex, but they finesse the bitches on there. I ain't gonna lie, that's what they've told me, and I believe them. No, they never do.
Yes, they did.
Who said that?
They said it on air.
Liar.
They said it on air, son.
Really?
Yes.
Cite your sources, nigga.
He did say the website that they on.
What was this shit?
Christian Mingle, that's not paid.
No, the ones that when you looking for sugar daddy sites. That's whores.
Yeah.
If you on a sugar daddy site, you're paying for sex.
Yeah, roundabout.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, you can say any relationship where a guy pays.
Shut up,
but you're right.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Way closer.
You gotta listen to my guys.
Yo, shut up, Al. Fresh Fit are the coolest guys ever.
My guys, my guys. Yo. Their game is so extreme. They'll get on the sugar daddy site and convince the bitches who want money to not want money. Facts.
You don't gotta convince them, bro.
I was funny on this shit. Hey, by the way, on the King Akademiks page.
Yo, stop laughing at that! Stop laughing at that! Yo, these are the coolest guys on the planet, bro. They're helping men every day.
I know.
Yo, they're helping so many men every day.
The next time I'm coming up here, I'm bringing them.
Bring them back up here.
You won't have the same energy.
How much do you want to How much do you want to
Buddy, what are you talking about?
Me?
Yo, I saw y'all here with them. Well, not here, the other side.
They've been crying about it since.
And I was nice to them?
No, yeah.
They not on there. They not on their shit every single episode going, they were so good to us. They were bullying us. We got
2 years
bullied.
later, they're still crying about it.
So I literally
Nah,
called.
you were hating on him though.
2 years later,
Yo,
they
my
still
boy,
crying
my boy
about it for
Fresh gets
clicks.
bitches. Like, no, I ain't capping.
Which one is Fresh?
Fresh? Is he's
The
the
one that
darkest
pay for
skinned
it or
dude.
don't pay for it?
None of them pay for it.
I mean,
One of them got 4
the sugar
girlfriends.
daddy or
Facts.
non-sugar daddy.
4 girlfriends. Facts.
Which one?
True.
You're a taller dude.
Has 4 girlfriends.
Facts.
He's fit,
Damn,
correct?
Is that an accomplishment?
I'm just telling you what they got going on, man. Like, I ain't here to
How
like,
do they look?
Huh?
Oh, there you go. That's how they look. And you said, huh?
Bro, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I asked an objective
You know
question.
He got 4 girlfriends. You just don't know how any of them.
Yo, this nigga was laughing dumb hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I kept telling him, I'm like, damn, nigga, why you laughing this hard?
Look,
Like, this nigga was laughing before the joke was told.
Ask an objective
No, I'm
question.
gonna, all right, hold on.
I mean,
because
you know a lot of information, but then I
don't
don't know a lot of
Stop
information.
judging. Listen,
I don't want to violate my mans. I'm gonna be honest though.
you can buy
No.
a girl for 10 cents a
No, I'm gonna be
day.
honest with you. Hold on. No, I'm gonna be honest with you though. My man Myron's girl, she looks really attractive.
Yo, why you hitting on your man's
See,
girl?
now you
son?
doing that.
That's wild. Crazy.
That was crazy.
You got a Spanish girl. You like Spanish girls?
Yeah, I
That
do,
was
but
really
that's
crazy, bro.
I would never hit on my man's girl.
I'm not hitting on her. I mean,
Yo, stop. Give me the website one more time.
Rumble.com/first.
Yo, go donate to Rumble so he can take his girl out to a nice dinner, bro. Go donate to Rumble so he can take his girl out to a nice, what is he like, steak, fish?
I don't know. Anyway,
Both.
wait, who else y'all beefing with? Because I like the beef. You know me.
We don't beef.
I don't.
Don't be up.
Are y'all cool with the JBP? Joe Budden podcast? Okay. All right. Anyway, they mentioned that about Fresh and Fit. Myron, who got Twitter recently, and by the way, I like Myron on Twitter because Myron give it up on Twitter, okay? Myron responded to Andrew Schulz, and he said this. He says, Andrew Schulz and Akash are some of the biggest snakes on YouTube. Fuck them and their whole team at Flagrant. All right? After he said that, Andrew Schulz responded to him with a quote tweet. And by the way, I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen Schulz like be this harsh. I thought he was harsh to like it was like Steiny, but this was pretty harsh too. And it's funny because like, you know, obviously when Schulz says something, like it's always like draped in comedy. This didn't feel like it was comedy. This felt like it was, I think you fucking suck. He says, Myron, you are a sensitive, talentless, bottom-feeding grifter. Your life work is renting women and regurgitating other people's talking points. Your arms aren't even developed enough for the shirts you wear, and your co-host is pimping you. Merry Christmas. Now, Myron fired back by saying, huh? Grifter? I saved thousands of men from suicide, help them to get in shape, invest to create wealth, attract their dream girls, and live better lives. What have you done? Be born with a silver spoon in your mouth and tell shitty jokes with your pussy co-host? We have the same platform size, and we only have been on YouTube for 3 years. Unlike you, we didn't have to suck any industry dick from Joe Rogan or Charlemagne to grow. Since my arms aren't developed enough, how about you stop being a internet tough guy and put on some boxing gloves? Let's see how many jokes you can make with a swollen face. Damn. Okay. There were more comments because I think Akash also jumped in. And can I find Akash's Twitter? Akash Twitter. He basically tweeted at Myron as well. And he says, I said everything I had to say to your face. I guess you couldn't do the same. Was it hard to talk because I was skull fucking you and your co-host the entire episode? Wow. I'm gonna be honest with you, like this got a little serious. This wasn't done there. Myron then reposts this video where he's like, Schulz says I regurgitate talking points. So what is this, Andrew Schulz? Now, I haven't seen this video, so let me just see what it is. Let's see.
And what is the girl's response to do you like that? It's like, deeper. You're like, sweet, like that? Like that? Is that deeper? Deeper. Like if I make this face? Like, ladies, you think we're holding out? Like, stop and think what deeper means. Deeper means you think there's a chance we have more. Deeper means you feel mine. No,
Okay, is it? Oh,
that would not.
It don't go deeper. That's the end of the dick. There's no more dick after the end of the dick. Okay? That's it. All right? Once you reach the end of the dick, it's just body. That's where the body starts. I could tuck some stomach in there if you want. I don't know what biology class you...
I don't know if this is a stolen joke. I guess he's trying to say this guy stole his joke. I'm gonna lie, and by the way, I'm not no comedian by any stretch of imagination. But look, just that this is a popular scenario for men who are coming up, and especially when you get into self-deprecating type of conversations or jokes. Like, I told y'all that's a real story. I told y'all happened with me. I was fucking a whore, and she said deeper, and I really had no more penis to give. Like, it was over. Like, you know what I mean? Shit. That's the reason. At that point, I had to come to terms with either this bitch is just a whore or my dick ain't big enough. It's one of them. You know what I mean? And I obviously chose the one that said she's a whore. Okay.
You took where they told you say deeper. We go, oh, deeper, let me crank out some more dick. Always keep an extra foot of dick on me and all. Well, you thought this is a beer belly? It's a penis pouch, man. That's where I keep my dick at.
A penis pouch. That's hilarious.
I gotta store it somewhere, you know. All this fucking extra dick I got flopping around. I need a storage unit.
Not gonna lie, Andrew Schulz is funny. I don't know if this is a stolen joke, but okay, I get Myron's point, because this guy, Owen Benjamin, is basically kind of essentially is accusing Schulz of doing that. By the way, this is an old Schulz, stand-up, I'm guessing, because Schulz don't look like this these days. Anyway, Myron then retweets Pearl, and, Pearl says Andrew Schulz is a failed comedian, and Myron gets men to stop killing themselves, and he calls Myron a grifter. The audacity. Hey, y'all gotta, Pearl, I fuck with Myron, so I agree with this half of the statement, but you're wilding if you think Andrew Schulz is a failed comedian. Andrew Schulz is the next up in terms of the next big comedian. By the way, I think he's already there. The dude sold out Scotiabank Arena, the place where Drake does motherfucking OVO Fest twice. Like, where Drake does the OVO Fest, he sold it out twice. He's doing the Madison Square Garden. I'm sorry. Like, Schulz is the furthest thing from failed comedian. If anything, he is the new prototype of comedian that has turned content. Because what comedians used to do is they didn't even like doing like podcasts and stuff like that, because they felt like, it's awkward because they don't want to give away their material, and they obviously have to still be funny. Schulz made content that enriched his stand-up, and ever since his show Flagrant, which, by the way, yeah, we could say Charlamagne put him on, but Flagrant these days is like 10 times bigger than Brilliant Idiots. And that is the reason why he's touring everywhere. He's selling out arenas. So this guy is, he's the next big comedian. I think the only thing left for Schulz, to really cement that is, and I don't know what medium that this is, because he did do something with Netflix, maybe like some sketch comedy stuff, maybe him starring in like, I don't know, like maybe some Pineapple Express movie, like whatever. I don't know what it could be, but like he's at the point now where his stand-ups, like he made millions of dollars selling his stand-up independently. Like, I'm sorry, Pearl, this is a horrible take. Andrew Schulz is the guy. Andrew Schulz is the guy. I'm sorry. You can't, like, put it like this, and not only do I think just talent-wise he's fucking amazing, I think he has the closest trajectory to be the next, not saying he will, Joe Rogan. Except I think he's just way funnier than Joe Rogan. Like, I think he's a natural-born comedian, while I think Joe Rogan is more of an orator and a broadcaster, and yes, he's funny at times, but Andrew Schulz is just, I'm sorry, yeah. And I might be glazing a bit, but, shit. I'll call it a spade a spade. Somebody said you might be glazing, bro. King Kwame, thank you for the 10. It says, yo, Act, did Andrew Schulz tell you about comedian Corey Holcomb? I know y'all were talking about comedians with great following. By the way, everybody knows, why are you saying that he hasn't told me about Corey Holcomb? Everybody knows Corey Holcomb. What the fuck? Like Corey Holcomb is like, what the fuck? What website that's trying to go on just now? Corey Holcomb. Like, who doesn't know Corey Holcomb? Like, this guy's like, Corey Holcomb is a fucking legend, right? You know what I mean? Legend. I'm sorry. Legend. Obviously, while we're mentioning comedians of the sort, Patrice O'Neal, you know, I have aspirations just because I respect the art of comedy so much. And obviously in a live show, I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm still working towards my next live show, but I always want comedy to be in the mix. And I've looked up to all these comedians. So, like, I won't say I'm the biggest comedy fan or I know the most about comedy, but of course, like, I've seen all these guys, like, stand-up specials and shit like that. Like, this one here is fucking classic. Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal. Okay. Moldering, thank you for the 5. It says, 100% correct, Ak. Brilliant Idiot's lack of success proves that Andrew blew up outside of Brilliant Idiots, not because of it. Brilliant Idiots had no pull even with the TBC audience. I guess he's talking about the Breakfast Club. Dello, thank you for the 5. It says, okay, y'all still talking about the Charlamagne thing. It says, what about the Black Effect and the podcasters he put on? Well, we're going to see how those materialize, right? Like, hey, if we're talking about actually putting on, like, brand new talent that materializes or something, well, like, I don't know. I wouldn't know the people. Like, I know Nori and them was over there, right? I know established names were over there, right? But brand new people. Well, actually, Taxstone, right? Yeah. Taxstone. Yeah. Taxstone. Yeah, we'll say Taxstone. Which, by the way, that's a huge name. That's like, fuck. Colton Masculine, thank you for the 10. He says, Schulz does not have any iconic stand-up sets. Really? You think so? He said he's good, but he don't got no classic routines. He needs classic specials or movies to be cemented. Next up at 40 years old is crazy. Colton Masculinity, with all due respect, I think a comedy shelf life. Let me see. Andrew Schulz age. You could be next up at 40. Like, comedy. Like, how old is, like, Louis C.K.? He got canceled recently, right? Louis C.K. age. Like, obviously he's been on and been whatever, but, like, bro, you could do comedy into your 50s, bro. Like, yeah, people still say this is one of the funniest motherfuckers out here. Like, look, Dave Chappelle. Wait, at what age Dave Chappelle did the Chappelle Show? What age did he do it? Okay, he's 50 now. Let's do some math, I guess. So Dave Chappelle is currently 50. He was born in 1973. When was the Chappelle Show shot? So Chappelle Show, because that's really what put Chappelle, you know what I mean? Obviously he had some stand-ups, right? It was, by the way, epic and classic stand-ups, but still. When was the Chappelle Show? Chappelle Show. What the fuck? Oh, 2003. So it was 2003, and he's born in 1973. So, that was when he's 30 then, right? 2003, 73. Yeah, that was, okay, he was, okay. So he was 30 at that point. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that Schulz is too old to be next up. And when I mean next up, he's on already. I'm saying he's going to be the next Rogan. Like, how old is Rogan? Like, how old is Rogan? 50. Like put it like this. And I'm being objective. You know me. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Flagrant 2. By pure and raw numbers.
I know all about you too, man.
By pure and raw numbers, okay? There's no hip hop podcast that gets these numbers. None of them. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, these numbers are like he usually does 1 million. They've been on tour for the last 3 months. Anything before 3 months, every episode is like 1 million. Every episode is 1 million. Every episode is 1 million. I'm sorry. Like, these are astronomical numbers. So, again, if you ask me, his numbers are so crazy. So he's on right now. I'm saying that he has a potential where his platform could be seen like a Joe Rogan-esque, where, you remember when Joe Rogan was on YouTube and he was like doing nasty numbers, like everything he put up was like 5-10 million views. It was like, what the fuck? You could have that many people watching? I think that's where he's building towards. And then the comedy side of it is, obviously he's talented, but I think both helps each other. Now, somebody say he's not funny. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I think that nigga's just hilarious. Anyway. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me see. Did they go back and forth any more? Okay, Myron says, Andrew Schulz made his career sucking off the industry and still has the same size YouTube channel as us. I'd be mad too. Fuck Andrew Schulz and Flagrant podcast. Okay? All right. I'm interested to hear how Myron deals with this, because this is the interesting part about it too. I think Schulz actually probably doesn't care about him or doesn't like him, right? But I think his response is also to have Myron like go ballistic. Like, one of the rants I go on where I'm like foaming from the mouth? I think that's what he wants to elicit as a response from Myron. And then when he gets that response, he's going to get back to comedy and clowning him. That's the thing about a comedian. A comedian, they'll get serious with you. You get serious, then they just joke about you getting serious. Like, it's all jokes. So, it is what it is. Land Money, thank you for the 10. It says, your Schulz numbers, in my opinion, has more to do with the popularity more than body of work. I agree with Colt. He definitely has the popularity. I just don't hear about nobody talk about that classic, like, Eddie Murphy Raw. I mean, have we talked about a stand-up special like Eddie Murphy Raw in a long time? I mean, we still have Chappelle doing this thing. Chappelle dropped like 2 or 3 specials, and we talked about what he's talking about in the special. Like, oh yeah, he's getting at the trannies this time, or he's getting at like the special needs people this time. But nobody's actually talking about, nobody's saying that these are like iconic stand-up specials. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think Dave Chappelle stand-up specials these days are more of conversations, less than just comedy, comedy stand-ups. And it's like a new, unique way of doing stand-up. Anyway, even then, Kevin Hart. Does Kevin Hart have a equatable? Well, I guess he do that one with that pineapple. Yeah, I guess so, right? Somebody said Schulz is doing sold-out stadiums and arenas around the world. FNF did a live show in Miami, their hometown, and barely got 200 people. No comparison. Yeah, I would say, to be a little bit factual here, of course, I love Myron and everything, but their YouTube channel size isn't necessarily an indication of really how big, like, the movement that they've cultivated with Flagrant is. Andrew Schulz. You go to his Instagram, and I mean, you'll pretty much see, like, you're going to see, like, bro, this is Sydney, Australia, bro. Like, this is Sydney, Australia. They go in there doing a show. Let me see. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is like at least 10,000 people, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is huge. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. If I'm Myron in them, I'd probably, don't get too upset, because I'm telling you, Schulz and them are going to clown you or try to clown you or make you look stupid. I would try to, like, hit back with a couple jokes, couple facts here or there, and, keep it bouncing and keep it moving. Again, even if Flagrant doesn't fuck with you, doesn't mean that you guys aren't successful. And by the way, just to let everybody know about Fresh and Fit, those are my guys, man. I don't like when people are celebrating, like, thinking that their demise is nearer because they got demonetized. What YouTube is doing is not only for them. It's like celebrating that somebody went to jail because you think that you could never go to jail or some shit like that. Like, no. You have to realize that YouTube is taking a stance that people who have done objectionable content or who are just not liked by whoever they call the woke crowd, instead of reprimanding you by giving you strikes and getting you off the platform, they're just going to demonetize you and take away your ability to earn a living. So I don't think that's right. By the way, we've seen it being done to a bunch of other people that's not in this red pill community. So it's not only Fresh and Fit. So again, I wouldn't celebrate that type of thing or celebrate like, oh, we finally got him type of moment, right? All right, people, I think we're done with all those topics. We should move on, right? By the way, a story to tell. Thank you for the 5. It says laughter helps with thoughts of depression and suicide as well. Schulz is good, but no stand-up sticks. But no stand-up that sticks to your ribs, though. So you're saying that he's good, but you don't feel like his stand-up does the same? All right. Cool. All right. Let's go into. We had a bunch of shit that we wanted to talk about.